Today I'm reviewing the world's most powerful production hot hatchback, the Mercedes A45S. Now when these first came out around 3 years ago, loved the design, come on look at it, it's beautiful. And I was really impressed with its power considering its engine size, which we'll get onto very, very soon. However, they were £50,000 back 3 years ago, and you could pick up for the same price a BMW M2 competition. Now this has just been revised, but this is the pre-facelift, and the new one you can pick up for £63,000, which I cannot get over. Anyway, I'm here to try and tempt you to buy one. I'm Max Varney, and welcome to Driven Plus. Now, under the bonnet of the Mercedes A45S sits the M139 engine, 2 litre inline 4, delivering 416 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. And I bet you're sitting there now thinking, how can it deliver so much power for a 2 litre unit? Well, it's that thing there. It's absolutely massive. Twin scroll turbocharger, which produces 30.5 psi of boost. Now the Mercedes A45S delivers its power via a 4MATIC system, and Mercedes claim it'll do 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. So let's see if that's true. Well, it's got launch control, which is a good start. Now on your screen now are the stats and figures on the Mercedes A45S to let you know what's in my favour or not in my favour. So it's a little bit wet and cold. So let's see what it'll do. 3.9 is claimed. Here we go. Well, bogged down a bit. That's ferocious. 3.75 seconds. That's rapid considering it's cold. Was it 7 degrees? Tiny bit wet, but it's just the way this hooked up. Really, really aggressive. Now looking front on the A45S, it's beautiful looking, it's aggressive, and it's very elegant at the same time. Now when we compare this to the A35, there's a lot of differences, starting with this grille. It's a Panamericana grille, so vertical slats, whereas the A35, that's horizontal. The bonnet, that's different too. It's got these 2 extra profiles in there. This black trim here, that's also specific to the A45S, but you can't really see it very well because it's a black car. And it's also got flared fenders. There's a lot more difference than you may think. And it doesn't stop there. You get bigger brakes, surrounded by 19-inch alloy wheels, wider tyres, and as we come to the rear, it's as if Mercedes has spent so much time redesigning the front, they've basically come to rear and thought, yes, let's just add 2 extra tips and change the 3 to a 4 and add an S on the end of it. Now this has the aero kit, so it has the spoiler, which I like because people know you're fast. On the inside, massive upgrade from its predecessor. Massive fan of this open plan, the instrument cluster combining with the infotainment screen, and it's really crisp as well. But what do you get over the normal A-Class? Well, you get these performance seats which are really, really nice, supporting and hugging, especially with the yellow stitching and yellow leather there. And you also get the AMG steering wheel. However though, the AMG steering wheel in the pre-facelift A45S for me, I think looks 10 times better than that new one. I will say that, Mercedes. Anyway, it's time to get on the road. But the A45S gets extra braces, struts, and a stiffer suspension setup, and you also get a bespoke 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. I don't think Mercedes gets enough credit for what they've made here because there's not many manufacturers out there anymore producing real hardcore hot hatchbacks. It's as if the standard recipe for a hot hatch is 300 brake horsepower and 4-wheel drive. That's it. But all these modifications Mercedes have made to the A45S, it's had to pay a price somewhere, and that's weight. It weighs in at 1,560 kilos, which is 80 kilos heavier than the A35. However though, you do get more than 100 brake horsepower over that car. But what's the response like? Does it swing round the corner with ease? Yes, thanks to its 4MATIC system, there's plenty of grip and it's given me surprisingly good feedback through the corners. It's predictable. And if you want to have more fun, the A45S is fitted with drift mode. So you really can release your inner boy racer. We won't be doing that today because the owner wants to keep some tread on his tyres. But it really is the perfect recipe for these British B roads. 4-wheel drive, so you've got immense grip in all weather, and outrageous power. And the car doesn't feel too big, it feels nice and nimble, which I like. It's the recipe you should get excited about, and when you're driving it, oh, it's seriously, seriously fun. And I think the A45S is the best looking hatchback on the market. I really do. Massive upgrade from its predecessor. And that was still a good looking car, but it's starting to age. Yeah, massive upgrade. Well done, Mercedes, unlike some of your competitors like BMW. Yeah, they've gone downhill, especially from your F20 and F21 models BMW. Beautiful looking car. Not so sure about your new one. Now, when you compare this car against the Audi RS3, BMW M2, both great sounding cars. Audi notorious for its 5-pot, BMW of course straight 6. And when this came out with the 2-litre, I got to say I questioned it. And I've been really interested today to really hear what it sounds like. But I got to say, just listen to this. How have Mercedes done that? Okay, yeah, they probably pump sound through the speakers, but what a tone. Yeah, you won't get bored of that. Pops as well. I'm impressed. But here's the ultimate question. Does it feel like an AMG or does it feel like an A-Class with a big engine in it? It feels like an AMG. The handling is incredible, the overall drivability is superb, the performance is insane, and just the initial A to B acceleration, the 4-wheel drive, and the sound's good as well. I'm a big fan of the sound. I can't believe I'm saying that for a 2-litre, but yeah. And the good thing is you're in Sport Plus, go back to comfort, take it out of manual, you just drive this like a normal car. This is what I love about AMGs. They do it all. But then again, I'm also sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, if I want to go and buy one of these cars brand new, I'd have to pay at least £63,000. Now that's a lot of money. Would I pay it for a hot hatch? I don't think I would. No disrespect to the car because it's absolutely phenomenal. And then again, I know cars are getting expensive, but it's as if they've got too expensive too quick. If I was in the market for one, for me, I'd go used. Let someone else take the hit. And I got to say, the engine is really, really impressive. It's the same one they've used in that new C63 coupled with the hybrid. That's had a lot of negativity around it, which I can get. It hasn't got a V8. Does a 4-cylinder belong in a C63? Perhaps not. However, the saying goes, don't knock something until you've tried it, because the engine's got a lot of character and it sounds great. I'd like to thank you for watching my review on the A45S today. My summary of this car: it's fast, it's responsive, comfortable and practical, and it looks great. However though, if you're in the market of buying one, my recommendation is to go used. Thank you to Jason for lending us his beautiful car today. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Thank you.